Is it possible to wheelie
on an electric dirt bike in just 48 hours?
So in this video, I'm going to try to do just that.
No way, no way.
But what exactly makes a wheelie so amazing? You might have seen videos of people wheeling their bikes in the sunset, doing all these crazy tricks like one-handers, standing almost off their seat, and so much more. But have you ever wondered if you could accomplish that? There's just something about a clean wheelie that is so eye-catching. So you may be wondering why I'm using the Tuttio Soleil 1 as my wheelie bike. Well, the Tuttio is actually said to have one of the best balance points on an electric bike. But if you upgrade the power like I have, you can make a real wheelie machine. So before we start, let's get a quick rundown of the power upgrades I have on this bike. We've got a 60 volt 38 amp hour Sur-On battery on here. Inside here we have the Socian FW23 motor. And for the controller, we've got the Far Driver 72300B. Alright, it's officially day one, and this might be a lot harder than I thought. As you can see, we've got our helmet on and we've got the Tuttio right behind us here. For some protection, I grabbed a backpack that I had and I took all the school stuff out of it and I put a bunch of clothes into it so that I could have a little extra fall protection. Alright, our main goal for this challenge is to get a wheelie from like right here all the way to like right here. I started out like most people, trying to pop the wheel up and barely even getting off the ground. But how exactly am I supposed to get better this fast? So I came across some videos and figured out the best way to start is to put your feet on the ground and basically push off to get it popped up. Once you've got it popped up, you're supposed to drag your feet to help you feel more comfortable in the wheelie. So this is what I tried doing, and at first I was going way too far up and basically slipping off the seat. But then how exactly are you supposed to keep yourself from doing a backflip? Well, the answer is actually your rear brake. Your rear brake is pretty much what stops your bike from going up too much and eventually looping out. So I started using my rear brake and I learned to just tap it because whenever you hit your brake too hard, you just immediately fly back to the ground. So I started using everything I learned and got pretty good at doing foot drag wheelies. At least I thought so. There we go. So you're just feathering between throttle and rear brake. All right, it's about halfway through day one. So it's about like 2 o'clock right now. Now that we feel more comfortable using our rear brake, we are moving on to some more steady ground. I'm moving on to this basketball court because I'm gonna feel a little safer than on some loose grass. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. We got it. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake, rear brake. There we go. Brake, 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 brake. All right, we're making some pretty good progress right now. I'm going to take a break for a little bit. I'm going to take a little water break and grab a snack. So I went inside and got some water. It is officially the evening of day one. I think I found a really good spot to practice wheelies. I noticed that the Tuttio was squeaking a little bit when I rode it, so I sprayed some chain lube into the mounting places on the rear shock. So I headed that way to get to this new spot. Okay, this is the spot where I'm going to be practicing my wheelies at. There's a lot of flat paved road here. I started doing foot drag wheelies until I got consistent enough to keep the front wheel up. There we go. I'm now able to keep my front wheel up for a really long time, and I think that's a good sign. So we are going to move to the next step. But what exactly is the next step? So I'm going back to researching. Okay, after doing some research, I think I found the strategy. I've been watching tutorials, and from what I've seen, most people say to move your feet onto the pegs once your wheel is already up. This sounded like a good strategy to me, so let's go try this new method. All right, so we are officially back, and we're gonna try this new method. So I gave it a shot, but I just kept failing over and over and over and over again. Until eventually, about an hour later, this happened. No way. No way. Okay, as you saw right there, I just had my first glimpse of a real wheelie. And it honestly feels so much different with your feet up. It's like a whole different thing. But we're gonna take a break for right now and we're gonna come back when the sun is kind of setting so we can see if we can hit that sunset wheelie. And then finally be able to go to our next step. As you can see, it's sunset right now and we're gonna try to get one more good wheelie. We got a little wheelie in the sunset as you saw there. It's getting ready to get dark, so I will see you guys tomorrow. It is officially day 2 of the challenge, but if we want to wheelie today, there is one thing that we have to learn, and that is the pop-up. After watching some videos, it looks like we want to push down on our forks and then hit throttle and lean back. And basically right when we get to our balance point, we want to press the rear brake and drop back down immediately, just so we can practice getting into that balance point. So let's get our gear on and go try this.
So I started in the grass. I was just trying to pop it up, get it into almost balance point, and then just hit the rear brake and fall back down. Compressing the forks and leaning back definitely helped me get a lot higher than I originally was in the beginning of the video. All right, now we are at the basketball court, and I'm going to try to see if I can get a good pop now that I'm used to it. Come on, come on. All right, we got 2 pumps in right there. That felt a lot better than we did at first. I'll roll back the clip of what it looked like at first. Yeah, it was not great. Definitely a lot of progress. Everything I've learned over the last 48 hours, I'm gonna be trying to put it in right here and see if we can just stay in that balance point. Bike, stay on the bike. I feel like when your feet are on the pegs, like you have no control. It feels like you lean side to side. Okay, I just figured something out. It turns out that these super knobby tires I have on here make it a lot harder to wheelie. While I was watching videos, it looks like what a lot of people do is they'll take air out of their back tire to help them not lean as much, because that's been my problem, is I keep leaning side to side. I took the cap off and used a Phillips head screwdriver to deflate the tire enough to where I felt comfortable with it. So I deflated the tires and actually started using everything I learned. Balance point, rear brake, throttle, and the pop-up. And then it all just started to click. So let's roll the clips.
Yeah, it ain't nothing new. I'm trying to make an M at 21 and 10 at 22. You can't walk a mile up in my shoe. I ain't nothing like you. You can't walk a mile up in my shoe. You don't do what I do. I'm the living truth, the living proof. You could be whatever. Never wanted fame, I wanted wrecks. Always wanted cheddar. You could try and steal my swag, but I'ma always do it better. Never let them tell you never. I've been so locked in, I'm on the ground.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys stayed till the end of the video, make sure to hit that like button and comment GO. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.